Imagine a world where everyone had a custom stamp, not to mail letters, but to flex how cool their cow looked. Welcome to the Indus Valley Civilization, where stamps were everything. These people didn't just trade goods, they traded vibes. Let's break down the 5 funniest facts about Indus Valley stamp culture, also known as Pokémon cards for ancient adults. Fact number 1. They love stamps more than a 90s kid loves Charizard. We found thousands of carved seals, tiny little squares with animals, symbols, and squiggles on them. They weren't mailing anything. These were basically identity flexes. Imagine walking into the marketplace like, yeah, that's my bull seal, limited edition, carved by Rakesh the Seal Master. You wouldn't know him. Some historians think these were used in trade, but I'm 95% sure they were also saying, here's my seal, hit me up on TradeTok. Fact number 2, everyone probably had their own seal, like an ancient business card. Forget handing out resumes. In the Indus Valley, you just rolled up with your personal stamp like, hello, I'm Priya. Here's a seal of a majestic water buffalo. That's my brand. It was like a cross between a business card, a logo, and your Tinder profile. Looking for grain deals, long walks by the Indus, and someone who won't smudge my clay tablets. Swipe right for symmetrical bull carvings. Fact number 3, some stamps had unicorns. Let me repeat, unicorns. Yes, unicorns, not metaphorical ones. Literal single-horned animals, carved into seals like it was no big deal. Historians call it a mythical composite animal. I call it ancient Lisa just being extra. Was it a symbol of power? A clan logo? A weird dream someone had after eating spoiled lentils? We'll never know. But someone out there said, normal animals are fine, but I want mine with mystique. Fact number 4, these seals were pressed into wet clay to tag goods or gossip. They used these stamps to mark storage jars and trade items, sure. But imagine the possibilities. Someone sneaks up at night and slaps a sad goat seal on your stuff. Boom. Instant Bronze Age insult. Or maybe someone left anonymous messages. Hey, did you hear who really clogged the public bath drain? Look for the fish seal. She knows. This wasn't just communication. This was stamp-based drama. Fact number 5. The seals were so fancy, they may have had fashion value. Some seals had tiny holes drilled in them, possibly to be worn like jewelry. That's right. People wore their seals like necklaces. Like, why, yes, this is my official tiger emblem. It goes with my flax tunic. They were portable personality accessories. The Indus Valley was out here inventing drip. Ancient folks really said, let me accessorize with my government ID. That's not just style, that's bureaucratic couture. So let's recap. They made thousands of seals. Everyone had their own. They carved unicorns like it was totally normal. They used stamps to mark goods and stir up drama. And they wore them like fashion icons at a Mesopotamian runway show. Basically, the Indus Valley people were out here turning office supplies into cultural power moves. They didn't just live in clean, organized cities. They lived in a society where stamps were cooler than kings. If you laughed, learned something weird, or suddenly want a custom seal of your pet lizard, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. It leaves an imprint in the algorithm. And come back next time for more ancient chaos that's way too relatable. Because history isn't dead, it's just sealed and waiting to be decoded.